back to another episode of the podcast. And today, to dive into Salt Lake City episode 3, I am joined by pop culture fiend like myself, Kay Brown. Make sure to follow Kay at K York City on all social platforms, and make sure to subscribe to Kay's Substack, K York City, to catch recaps of Bach-nation. I am in Bach-nation recovery, but I want about how Bach-nation is going. Kay, welcome to the podcast.
I'm so happy to be here. I was really excited when you reached out. This is actually my first time, get ready to gasp, talking about something other than like dating or The Bachelor. So,
oh my God, do you feel free? Do you know the meme of the shackles?
No, that's how I feel. And so I'm like, oh my God. And I was telling one of my friends, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going on a podcast. I'm going to be talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which I know and I watch, but I haven't talked about anything other than Bachelor really, or like a dating. So this is super exciting and I'm nervous.
Oh my God, don't be nervous. Oh my God,
no,
this
but
is
like
so,
in a good way.
Yeah. You're like, will they like me? Here's the thing. Bach-nation didn't like me, so that's why I stopped covering that content.
That's fair. They're scary. Sometimes Bach-nation people are a little scary. It can be intimidating and they will let you know.
Yeah, they really frightened me. I had to. My last season I watched was Katie Thurston's season, so I've been out for a little bit. Yeah,
you're out.
Yeah, I'm out. I mean, that feels like forever ago. It was still only like 3 or 4 years ago, but
I know it feels
so many
like
seasons have happened
lifetime.
since then.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Though I did tune in to most of the Golden Bachelor season 1 with Gary or Jerry. I can't remember.
Gary.
It feels like it changes on the day.
It feels like it should be Jerry because the way it's spelled.
He just looks like a Jerry, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I did tune into some of that, which that ended in a very. After the show ended in a tragic way. Is there any content that I'm missing though that's like really good over there? That I mean, I know you're covering it professionally, so like where if I were to jump back in, where should I jump in?
Honestly, I don't think you need to worry about these past seasons that have just happened. I think you need to jump in, and if you were going to go back, you should just go back to this most recent season of Bachelor in Paradise. They have a full facelift. So Bachelor in Paradise, they're at a new location. They have a new production's the wrong way to describe it, but
no,
whole,
I know what you mean. I've seen stuff about it. Like,
yeah,
it looks different. It feels different.
Yes, they have like different games. They've really upped it. They also did a whole cash prize twist about it too, which nobody knew leading up to it. So if you were going to go in, I would go watch that. And obviously Taylor Frankie Paul is getting ready to be the new Bachelor.
I know. I have mixed feelings about it. Here's my thing about Taylor Frankie Paul is that what makes her so watchable. Did you watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
Yeah, I need to. I watched the first season. I did not watch the second season. I need to catch up. I am behind.
It's okay. The show goes down easy. I don't know that it's a good show, but it goes down easy. Does that make sense? Like it's like easy to put on, and the content is not breaking your brain. You can catch up really quickly, but I don't know that it's operating on cylinders like SLC. But what I was going to say though is I think she thrives in the chaos of Park City, Provo, Utah, like all those places. She's the naughty Mormon girl. She's all this. She thrives around all of the. She thrives being like the bad girl amongst the goodies.
Yeah.
I don't know if you take her out of that zip code if she's going to land right. Like if she's going to create good content. And the other thing is her family is so crazy. I need them involved in Bachelor in some way. Like her mom and stepdad have to be there because
it's going to be nuts.
Well, sure, they will be there for that,
crazy.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think I also think with the Mormon Wives show, when it originally came out, I was very caught off guard because I was expecting it to be a documentary about mom talk. That's what I thought it was going to be. They didn't really give, but then we got like Kardashians, and I was like, this isn't what I was signing up. I thought we were like learning about it, and that was going to be it. I didn't know it was going to turn into this phenomenon and also like a full blown reality show.
Yeah, they don't do a good job for those. Like, I'm not a TikTok. Like, I'm on TikTok and see the funny, dumb stuff, and I find but like, I'm not in the scandals and those circles. So like it's hard for me like to keep up with that stuff.
It's a
so
lot.
I needed to watch like I watched a friend's like breakdown of everything that had happened before starting the series because they do know explanation of what happened.
No, there wasn't enough. And that's why I was like, where's the doc? I wanted to learn more about that. And then we could go into a show after we all know can I curse?
You're welcome to say as many curse words as you like.
I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, oh, can I say that?
You're fine.
Great. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I may tune into episode 1. Personally, I love The Bachelor more than Bachelorette because I love just a bunch of ladies all duking it out. Like I just think the women are more entertaining than the men, unfortunately. And so even though it's a female-led program, I would prefer to see a bunch of females all kind of like having fun conversations and straight men just having a straight Mormon off. I don't know that.
Yeah, I mean it also is more believable watching a bunch of women fight over a guy than it is watching a bunch of guys fight over a woman. Like they're all there to be brothers. Like we're all friends now. That's all they really care about. Yeah, they want the girl here and there, but it's boring because they just want to be friends. But the girls are like out for each other's throats, which is TV.
It's fun. Yeah, it's the TV that I want to watch. But yeah, I'll give it a spin. What other content are you watching?
I'm obviously a Traders girl. Through and
it.
through.
Of course.
What else? I love Big Brother. I love Big Brother.
So our season just wrapped on Sunday. I fell off this season. I feel like I often do this with Big Brother. I stay until like a couple episodes into jury, and if the characters aren't like keeping me or I get frustrated, sometimes I'll just end up falling off. I did love the finale though. I did watch the finale, and
the finale was good.
And seeing Vince's demise is pretty entertaining.
It felt validating. Like watching all of that happen just felt really good. I am not gonna lie, spoiler everybody, I'm really surprised Ashley won. If you were like, here's $750,000, who do you think's gonna win Big Brother? I would have not said Ashley. Even leading up towards the end, I would have not picked her. I don't know why, but something wasn't. I was like, how?
See, I started to suss her out as a front runner when all the scandal stuff started happening with Vinny and Morgan, because I was like, I think that people really don't like these two.
Yeah,
like I liked Morgan for most of it, as like a game player. I feel like she got this whole relationship thing so for those that don't know,
it was weird.
Big Brother, the season that just happened, there were these two people, Morgan and Vinny, who were both in relationships or situationships outside of the house. And as the show continued to progress, they become like very intimate in ways that like they're not like outwardly like touching each other like in a sexual way, but they're just like holding forever, like just embraces that feel too long. And so the internet was ablaze about what was happening with them. And then I guess allegedly Vinny's girlfriend dumped him or something.
Yeah,
like,
I would too.
Yeah.
I would figure out a way to humiliate this man in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
He's playing in her face on live TV.
Crazy. You must really forget the cameras are there.
I mean, there's no other explanation.
I feel like you are ripe to be on that show.
Oh, it's the only reality show that I would do, and I have said that many times. It is the only show that I would consider doing.
I can just see it, to be honest with you. Just like talking with you for like the 10 minutes we've chatted. I'm like, I can see you in the confessional tearing it up in there.
I'm ready. Give me those corny lines. I'm all over it. I was born on the cob. Let's go.
My favorite thing about Big Brother is I don't know what like story producer is like talking to them in the booth, but they're like, please, when you do your line reading, scream at the top of your lungs. There was like, I'm back in the house and it's crazy.
Saying the most outrageous shit you've ever heard. And you're like, why?
I know the show is dumb as hell, but you know what? It stays entertaining.
We love it. We love.
Well, speaking of a show that is dumb as hell, but so entertaining, The Real Houses of Salt Lake City. So once again, guys, here on the podcast, we are exclusively covering Salt Lake City this season. We've had a great first 2 episodes of the series as well as the podcast. I think we're off to a great start with season 6. Kate, are you ready to dive into episode 3?
I'm so ready. It was packed.
Oh my God, great. It packed. We got a lot to cover. Right off the top, though, I do want to dive into our taglines. We get our taglines for the first time this season. Some hits, some misses. I'm going to read through each of them, and then I want to hear your thoughts on kind of like first thoughts. What came to your mind when you heard it? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? So Heather's, we start with Heather, and hers is, my nest is almost empty, and this bird is ready to soar.
Bored.
Boring as hell.
Immediately, I was like, that's the line we chose? No.
And you know that this is her story. This whole season is that like, my girls are leaving, and
my girls are leaving me. She's like, thank God.
Just kind of like, I'm like, I struggle to. Here's my thing with Heather. I am hard on Heather. The listeners know that,
That's
and
okay.
I want to love her, but she just can't seem to find the line between relatable and not. And because here's the thing, Heather, you're not relatable anymore. You came onto the show as like the relatable one. You were like. You hadn't done too much to your body yet. You were a curvy woman. You were like representing for just like curvy, beautiful women out in this world. And now you are on all the pens.
On all of them. I mean, cut up.
And she looks good, but I'm just like, you are on your 3rd book deal now, allegedly, which God knows what that 3rd book is. How do you have a 3rd book deal in you? I don't know, but
honestly, I didn't even know about the first 2. So here we go.
You did not miss anything. And it's just kind of like, well, you're not relatable. You're a housewife. You're just a housewife now.
At the end of the day, there's no relatability in being a Real Housewife, because if there was, then we would all, well, then what are we watching? Like, we're watching it because it's not relatable, but I do think she tries a little too hard. I mean, if you're going to try to, like, Bronwyn, she is doing the, I am not relatable, you will never touch this, end of story.
I live for it, and it works, because you're just kind of like, okay, you know? Next one, we have Meredith Marks.
Again.
While you drop lies, I'm dropping beats, which I just read it with a much more engaged kind of reading of it. She, of course, imagine that I had just taken 2 Xannies and then read it, because that was kind of the delivery that she provided us with.
Meredith Marks, she is so funny, because I feel like I just saw an ad with her and Lisa Barlow for some like SUV that has a glam thing in it, or what. I don't really know, but she's doing this voiceover talking about like, yeah, my SUV, like we're always getting glam and blah, but she's saying it in such a way that as if she is reading off the paper, shaking it like, this is my SUV and I have so much. I'm like, girl, what? And that is exactly what her line sounds like. She's like,
it does.
Well, you guys are dropping lies, I'm dropping the beat. It's so robotic. I need more from her, but I guess that's her brand.
I need someone online who has more energy than I to stitch this with Sheree's amazing over-memed gay Twitter clip of her going, I like the beat.
I like the beat.
We need these two combined somehow. Yep. Yeah. And then next we have Bronwyn. Bronwyn's is, if my closet has skeletons, at least they'd be well dressed. AKA, some shit's gonna come out about me this season.
That part.
Yeah.
I also liked hers because one thing that I will always and forever notice about Bronwyn is that she is always dressed to the nines. I mean, and to me, I think Salt Lake is so silly just because of the stuff that they wear, especially Bronwyn. She's showing up when she showed up to that lunch with Heather and
mom?
had that red, right. Well,
When she sat down with her mom on her couch in that
it's
crazy.
like, why are you wearing that?
What
are we
you
doing
wearing?
here? It's so unserious, but it's so her. So I did like this tagline. It wasn't my favorite, but I did like this one more than the other two.
Yes, I agree. Next, we have Angie K, which hers is, I'm Greek, and the rest are just a tragedy.
Great.
I like what we're doing here. I'm here for. We'll get to it in a little bit, but I love that her daughter was like, God, you can't let this Greek thing go.
I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, you took the words right out of my mouth because Girl, we know you're Greek. We've seen it. We've seen it.
It's
We're
so
good.
funny. Yeah, she's like, we're gonna get a ton of it too because she takes the women to Greece this season. That's like their big cast trip.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. Next we have Whitney's. Whitney's is roses are red, violets are blue. Don't come for me, or I'll come for you. That feels like in the encyclopedia of just like taglines that people didn't end up using. It's like, oh, I'll do that one.
This one, it was dumb, but one thing that I do appreciate is that she does always say, "Don't come for me," or "I'm gonna come for you." She does say that. She said it in this
stayed true to
episode,
that promise.
and she will absolutely stay true to that promise. So that is something I do respect about her. But I agree with you. It is like pulled out of a hat. Like, what do we have left?
Yeah, agreed. Now, these last two are pretty fantastic. Up next, we have Mary, which is, I'm just here to eat, drink, and be merry. Oh, how perfect is that?
It is perfect for her because I don't even know what we would say about Mary at this point because I've always been a Mary stan. I think she is the perfect amount of unhinged but honest. Like she's never not been who she is. So I love it. You can't make me hate Mary. No one can make me hate Mary.
Never forget the season where her tagline was like, if you come for me, if you come for me, I'm going to send Jesus after you.
Yeah, something else.
That was her tagline. Is that a threat?
I know. I'm like, okay. Should I keep this show on or?
And then last but certainly not least is our woman on the verge of a nervous breakdown at any moment, Lisa Barlow. I don't go low, I go the distance.
It's a 10 for me.
It's a 10 for me, but the woman, we'll get into it. I stay having beef with this lady because she just has she has no laws are had at her own expense at the Barlow home.
She is who she and I have met Lisa Barlow. I actually was at Bravo Fan Fest in Miami last year and got to meet Lisa Barlow. And we were also hung out afterwards. Like we went out to the bar, like we were at the Bravo after party that was like just cast and crew, which we almost got kicked out of, LOL. But I love Lisa Barlow. She was pushing Vita Tequila on us. Because one thing, again, she's going to stand 10 toes down about her Vita Tequila, which...
So she's a businesswoman.
She's a businesswoman. And she will go the distance. It was just so iconic. I'm so glad that they decided to use that.
I agree. I totally agree. And then a little about BTS. I was watching Watch What Happens Live this morning, and I guess Mary's tagline was a tagline that she had recorded for last season, and they didn't use it. And Andy was like, this is such a good tagline. It's crazy that you guys didn't use this. Please use this on the next season. Yeah. A little BTS.
A little BTS.
Okay, well, let's get into the episode.
Yeah.
So we open up on Lisa Barlow, and one of the first lines, she says, I'm getting set up for an event with Ramsey Youssef, which deeply is not who that is. His name is Rami.
Again, she's going to be herself. And if that's how she's pronouncing it, at this point, that is his name.
Ramsey.
Gordon
Gordon, you know,
Ramsay.
it's like Wheel of Fortune. This before and after. Gordon Ramsay Youssef.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's essentially staging this event for cameras. It feels to just show that she has things going on.
Correct. It does not feel authentic. But I think that's also part of her. Her entire brand is like every season she's throwing some sort of an event, but nobody really knows what it's for or why it's happening or who's actually showing up. But she's going to throw the event, and it does feel like a whole PR play, like Steve Carell.
Yeah, I
need to see pictures. Sorry, I need the receipts.
I have to agree with you. Like, I just think, and you know, I give props to these people in some ways because I carry so much shame that I wish I could be a little more shameless. Like, she will shamelessly just absolutely like lie and say so and so was at her event when really they were just like at the hotel next door. Right. But it like hypes up her brand. Like, she's just always hustling, and I kind of have to tip my hat to her. Because it's like she can justify all of these name drops, all of these things that she does. Because I think she knows that it's just a part of the hustle, which she is bigger than me. I would not be able to do that.
It's just a part of the bit. Like everything for her, she is committed to the bit more than anything else.
Yeah, she really is. And so, yeah, we don't really know what this event was, but she's just like, it's just like,
and I don't think we ever will.
I don't think we ever will, because I don't know that the event happened. She's like standing up on like the like elevated area, and she's like, "Can we dim the sconces, please?" I'm like,
we need to rotate this. We need to rotate this table. Thank
just
you.
A little this, a little that. Okay, it looks good.
What?
So, and then we get this dinner with Bronwyn and Todd. Now, I guess the tea on all of this is that Todd has refused, I think, allegedly, to film with the women this season.
Oh.
And so he'll only film with Bronwyn.
Todd's such a fucking like sad sack. Like he adds absolutely nothing to this show except for the fact it just shows Bronwyn being a sugar baby. Like he adds nothing.
No, it's tough. Like, I'm sure he's a great stepdad to her daughter and everything, but I just like don't know that we need. I don't feel so like captivated by their marriage story and all that stuff.
No.
Like what made it interesting last season, unfortunately, was him interacting with the women.
Yes, correct. And the Angie insult of he has one foot in the grave and the other foot on a banana peel. I will never till the day I die. I will never forget that. That
it is
a read and a half.
Bronwyn takes a lot of hits with the age of her husband. I feel like we've had women on these shows with older husbands, but for some reason she gets like a lot of shit for it. Mm-hmm. But I don't think, my thing with them is like, she's very honest about it. Like, it's not that weird to me.
Yeah. No, I don't, maybe you can tell me, does she talk about the fact, maybe I missed this, that she is actually in love with him, or is she open about the fact that this is just like a financial decision? I don't know if I know the answer to that.
She doesn't necessarily. She has said before, I think she's kind of alluded to the idea that she kind of needs a like father presence in some way, and like he filled that kind of like paternal space as well as a partner. He provided stability for her and her daughter. Like, I think that she's fallen in love with him for a multitude of reasons, some of which being a bit transactional. I think she's like kind of alluded to that.
Okay.
Which
right.
I kind of like get. Like, I mean, if someone has a lot of money and they want to take care of you, the world is hard, y'all. Like, I can't really shame you for doing what you need to do to keep you and your daughter.
That's all I'm trying to
bed.
do. I just need a man to take care of me.
I know. Especially as I get older, I'm like, Jesus, it'd be really nice if my partner made $1 gazillion.
Right? And then I could just do my silly little things on the side and not have to worry, and just, you know what I mean? Like, I would love that.
I know. The only thing with her and Todd for me that is trouble is that you can tell she's nervous filming with him. Like,
yeah,
I feel like not because he's like
cannon.
Yeah, she does. She's like, please don't. Oh, Todd, don't say that. Don't say that, Todd. And it's like, you should just let him kind of exist in his own world and just let. I don't know. I don't like the protecting of him. I'm worried about that.
He's also kind
he
of
was
a
on
dick.
Watch What Up. I know. Well, yeah. He was on Watch What Happens Live, and he refused to come out on Watch What Happens Live. Also, he just sat in her dressing room. Yeah, it's kind of a weird look to me.
He's such a buzzkill.
I know. But her life drama is that her parents moved in with her, as well as her daughter's boyfriend, and then her dad was recently moved out because he's dealing with Alzheimer's, which we'll kind of get to a little bit more of that later. But Todd is essentially financially supporting her parents, which I mean, it's kind of what you do in a partnership. So, but she's got a lot going on, and but I do love honesty from her, like about her current situation. Lisa Barlow struggles to get.
We'll never
real.
know. We'll never know,
you know
with Lisa. With
so
Bron, I do agree with you.
I always like it. Yeah,
I agree with you. She is very honest about everything that she's going through, which makes her likable because to me, out of all the housewives, she's the least likable. I'm not a Bronwyn fan.
Yeah. See, I like her I don't give a fuckness, but there are aspects of her like I think she's doing a great job of coming for Lisa. She's really standing on it's just great down. TV. And she is a I think better at this than Lisa is. At like the sparring. But we get these two kind of dueling housewives and their parents' situations. Angie has lunch with her dad. And then more importantly, Bronwyn has lunch with mom. And mom, I love to see a
mom
crazy
for
mom.
Phil a little bit.
Mom is like, you better get used to this life of caretaking because it's going to be a revolving door of that. Because by the time I'm gone, Todd will be the age in which you have to be his caretaker.
And I was like,
oh my God, Mom.
I mean, she's not wrong. Like, her mom was dead ass serious, but I don't know if we needed to say that right now because she's going through her dad with Alzheimer's. She's going to mom who just had brain surgery. Yeah. And then Todd, who was one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel. I mean,
it's tough. And she also says kind of what I was alluding to. She was like, you would be nowhere in life without his financial support. She essentially says that on camera.
Yeah, honestly, if my mom said something like that on camera, I'd be like, cut the cameras, dead ass.
Dead ass.
Dead ass. Like, no, because that's not going on TV.
Crazy. There's something so funny, though, because they're all, like, Mormon adjacent, where Bronwyn's like, Mom, do you want me to, like, make a beverage? And then she's like, I would love a beverage. And then she goes into the fridge and grabs a Dr. Pepper and a Coke Zero. And I'm like, okay, well...
Next.
That's not what a beverage.
This is not a bevy. No.
That's a soda. Do you want a soda?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
What is your soda of choice?
Mine?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't know why I asked mine, as if there's anybody else on this call.
No, the Justin Timberlake painting behind you.
I know. It's actually Kamala Harris and Joe Biden.
Oh, shut up. I love that.
I know.
Wait, that's so funny. Wait, what's the other one? Oh, Clueless. And then what's above you?
And then Rihanna.
Racism is small dick energy. I love that.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess my soda of choice would probably be like, I love a grape soda, and this is not I love Poppy's grape soda. That is my favorite thing right now.
I haven't had their grape soda. I love their... they have this like raspberry... I don't know if it's rosé or rose.
Oh, it's like raspberry rose.
It tastes kind of like a sparkling like rosé, like a non-alcoholic, of course. But like, I really like that. I also I just love a ginger ale or a root beer,
a Sprite, a Mountain Dew. I'm
not a big soda person, but
same. But if I need like a little bump of soda, it's gonna be like the grape soda or like a Sprite or honestly, nothing hits better than a Sprite. I was out at Pride in WeHo.
So good.
And I was dying of thirst because it was like 1,000,000 degrees outside. And I was like, you guys, I have to go into a bar and get a drink. And then I was about to order a water and I was like, you know what? Can I have a Sprite to go? And I took my Sprite and I was down and it was so fun. The Sprite really hit.
I love a fountain Sprite. It really hits.
Wait, have you done the I think it's Utah, like Salt Lake City,
Slurp, swig.
The swig with the creamer in it. Have you done that?
Not for me.
It's not for me either.
I would go and get something to just to like understand what it is, but I don't love like that much sugar like that. But like
it's so much.
I think if they've lived this life of no alcohol and no coffee forever, this is their vice.
Something. Yeah, they need something. We'll let them have this. I'm not going to drag it because you know what? You can have this.
Yeah. So next scene, we head over to Heather's house and we hear about her third book deal, which once again, I have no idea what that's going to be about. I guess they're setting up her like love room or something. I just this all felt
I didn't
so
understand this scene. It felt crazy. I was like, why are you in a hazmat suit? Like, I don't, or or the paint thing. That's what. Yeah,
It's so weird. Yeah, there's no
it was
paint on the
bizarre.
walls. It just felt like
There's no paint in the tray.
terribly staged. One thing that I've noticed about, I don't know if it's some work that Heather has gotten done recently, but every time she's trying to listen to someone, she does this thing. Go back, you'll clock it the next episode.
Yeah.
Where one eye is like nearly closed. And she's like one eye's open and one eye's like closed, and she's like, I'm like, Heather, you own a med spa.
We should look into that.
We can't have one side of your face doing this like weird thing because the CCs weren't even out in the face. Like I
know.
We can't have that.
Either you need to close both eyes or they both need to be
Look
open.
alive.
Yeah. We need to pick one because we can't do both. No.
Now Heather does do the good move here and tells. I was worried about in last week's scene where Lisa said that insane thing about how like I'm just doing bigger shit than everyone else here. I was worried because Heather loves to be besties with the popular girls that she was gonna like keep that close to her chest. I'm happy that she's telling people about it because that was one of the worst.
Lisa can't get away with that. Lisa can't get away with that, unfortunately.
No, that is such a shitty thing to say. It's an ensemble show. Like they all are there because they create a chemistry together. Like you're not doing bigger shit.
No, and I think Lisa, you want to get along with these people. You wonder why they bring up your lawsuits and all these other bad things that are happening in your life. It's because you're shitty to them. Yeah. It's because you're not treating them with respect. So how are you saying this is not helping your case?
Not at all. She does not know how to make herself look good.
No.
She's incapable
and I don't,
of it.
And I don't know. I can't figure out why. Maybe it's just the commitment to the bit, like we talked about before. Like she's like, this is who I am. This is what I'm standing on. This is my brand. And I don't care who likes me or doesn't, but I'm going to stick to it.
Well, I think she is someone who has never really been like challenged. Well, like, yeah, I don't think John Barlow challenges her. I think he just smiles and nods.
John Barlow has never challenged any, even when the whole Whitney's husband, Justin, the two of them, it still was like, empty threats.
Justin could take him any day, and Justin couldn't take a lot of people. But
no, it's Justin and his veneers against the world.
Please, oh my god,
they're crazy.
It's Salt Lake City and their veneers versus the world, honestly, as like a whole. Mm-hmm. It's crazy there, crazy town. The work these Mormons are getting now. Well, I don't understand how Mormons want to be so pure. They will not touch alcohol. They will not touch caffeine. But what they will touch
are cosmetics.
Any sort of injectables into the face.
Ah. This is also their vice. It's the sugary sodas and injectables. Yep. And you know what? Good for you.
On Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 2, some of them did ketamine therapy, which I was like, just because it's called therapy, I mean, like, I'm a proponent for ketamine therapy, but like, I don't have an issue with people doing drugs. But like, you guys are so incredibly conservative, but the second therapy is in front of it, you guys are like, oh, I can trip safely.
That's
like,
not how.
That's not how it works.
That's not how this works, unfortunately.
That's not how it works, divas.
No.
Okay, well, the rest of the episode takes place at my new favorite location, Blue Sky Lodge, and we have so much to talk about here. So, Lisa is trying to. Do you watch Potomac Housewives?
I don't. This is Salt Lake and Atlanta, which I started Atlanta and I'm going through all of the seasons currently.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a ride.
It's crazy.
But Salt Lake is the first and only Housewives franchise that I've watched fully through and I'm fully up to date on.
So after you finish Atlanta, you need to dive into Potomac because there's a new season of Potomac that's about to come out that looks like it's going to be great. There is a nearly identical scenario that happens in Potomac where Karen Huger, the one who was just arrested and just recently got out of jail.
Yes.
Karen does a press conference addressing her legal woes. It's nearly identical to this, and it is equally as dumb and confusing and chaotic. You got to check it out. I think it's in season 2.
I have a question really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so with since we're on the topic of like housewife lore and everything, so I've seen Salt Lake, and I feel like every single time without fail, they have some sort of crash out at every lunch, every event, every time. Is that how all of the franchises are, that there's huge blowouts at everything? Because this is crazy to me. I'm like, how are these women even speaking? It's worse than Vanderpump. I mean, they are literally every single event that they go to or that they're at, even together, even at camping, they start screaming at each other.
Short answer is no. Like Salt Lake City, there's a hustle here. These ladies like really want to make good TV, and they're willing to film with people they hate. They're willing to have bad, hard conversations. They just get it. Like they're really good at making good TV. I think because they're just all down to like get into the muck a little bit. Where we run into issues with other series is that they're a little too aware of the show and the way, but not the show. It's more like they're too aware of their image and things like that, and they won't address everything. Like Beverly Hills is kind of like the overall, like I think front-facing Bravo favorite. But if you ask real Bravo heads, housewife heads, everyone has a lot of frustrations with Beverly Hills because like nothing happens. Like these 3 episodes, these couple storylines would transcend like a 20-season arc of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like it would take forever to get to this lunch that we're having right here. Like certain shows just move at a different cadence. Like old school New York before they did the reboot is similar to this, where every episode ends in them at a happy hour, them on the Upper East Side at a club, somewhere screaming at each other.
Yeah.
New Jersey kind of used to be like that. And Potomac and Atlanta always kind of bring it.
Atlanta's not as much, but there is a lot going on in Atlanta. Like there are fights and everything, but nothing. I mean, no reality show is ever compared to the screen match that I've seen on Salt Lake.
It's insane.
It stresses me out.
No, I know. At least, see, I find it calming. My partner is like, I've just been overwhelmingly stressed right now with like life stuff, the state of the world. It's all weighing on my mental health, as it is. I know all the listeners here. And he was like, you really want to like take to Housewives in like these times? And I was like, babe, you don't understand. Like I've been watching Housewives since I was a sophomore in high school. Like this is so calming to me. Like hearing these women scream at each other. Like I could put this episode on repeat and probably fall asleep to it, and I would have great dreams.
And all you're hearing is dismissed, dismissed, dismissed. Yeah.
So Lisa has all the girls to Blue Sky Lodge. She invites an A team and a B team. So the A team goes skeet shooting. Have you ever gone skeet shooting?
I haven't.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Ohio. I went to college in Kentucky. Like I'm very much from that culture, but no, not my.
Yeah, I haven't either. I'm from Texas, and I actually have not either. So, wait 1 second. I'm getting phone notifications. Yeah, I have not. I don't like guns though. Like I don't need to be touching guns.
I don't either.
That's
I'm like,
my
I don't
thing.
know. I have no business handling a gun.
No, like the act, it does look fun because like you're shooting just a piece of plastic or glass or whatever clay, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't want to hold a gun. Although Hunting Wives did make me want to maybe hold a gun.
I need to watch that so bad.
You got it. Yeah, especially now that you're like deep into Salt Lake City. There is a crossover here.
Oh.
Like, no, mostly just 'cause Hunting Wives is like, it's just a bunch of like Republican like weirdos who are horned up and like so naughty. Like they put on a face of not being naughty, and they're just. I mean, the show is softcore lesbian porn, which Salt Lake City doesn't venture there, of course. No.
Though that would be a plot twist for the ages.
Okay, Real Housewives of Miami is venturing into that territory because allegedly on a reunion that's about to air, one of the women reveals that they've had sex with one of the other women in the cast.
Oh, I need to turn on Miami. I need to know what's going on.
Miami's good. So previously on the first episode, Brittany said that Lisa and her, Lisa is her sister. They've become best friends. Well. I could have seen this coming from a mile away.
Yep.
Lisa does not invite Brittany as part of her A team to this, like, my friends and the others separation here with skeet shooting.
I mean, Brittany doesn't even have a tagline. She's not in the opening. Like, what is she? What do you mean you're best friends with Lisa?
She is a cast member. She's a friend of, but who's not a cast member at all is this Amy character who they're forcing down our throats. I'm like, I don't know care about this lady.
I'm like, who is this?
And her like lower third is just like socialite. I'm like, okay, like
Max.
What?
So then what? How does that benefit me?
Right, I know, and she's not providing anything. I don't really know what's going on. So our A team is Mary, Heather, Lisa, Meredith, and then this woman Amy. So they go skeet shooting. Everyone seems. I was actually shocked that everyone but Heather could hit the skeet.
I know.
That feels like a euphemism.
Like, okay.
I don't know that I should say hit the skeet.
Hey, whatever works.
I would not. Here's the thing: if I did go skeet shooting, I'm positive I would not hit that skeet.
No. How? No. I have no idea how it even happens.
How do you aim? Kay, we'll go and have a martini downstairs.
Yeah, and we'll talk about skeets.
Talk about skeets.
Yep.
And then the B team is Angie, Bronwyn, Whitney, and then Brittany, Lisa's best friend. So after they finish skeet shooting, they meet up with the B team, and the B team all is like, why did we get invited to a lunch? Like their ears are perked. They're like, something is going to happen. This doesn't feel right. Like Lisa invited us wholeheartedly here. And of course they walk into this little like conference room where they're going to have lunch. And lo and behold, Lisa has gone to FedEx and printed out some of the most insane Canva slides.
God. She spent all of her she unspent lawsuit money on these Canva Pro slides.
She used background remover on her image and put it in front of all these little lawsuits. So her intention here is to convince everyone that her lawsuits have been dismissed. Now, I don't know why no one told her this, but just because you print out a lawsuit and you put dismissed on it, like in the Canva font, doesn't mean that it was dismissed.
No, I and this is again going back to the whole Lisa is never helping her case thing, because like, why would you do this? You know this is going to cause a full freak out amongst everybody. Like, you could have just had this lunch and talked to everybody without the printouts, without the theatrics, but this is her true fashion, I guess.
Well, and it's so her doing all of these things only makes her look guiltier.
I know. It kind of backfired, and by kind of, it really backfired.
No, it completely did. Like all of the women, even people that are team her, are sitting there like,
girl,
what? And that picture of, I'm sorry, that picture of her and John on that yacht
in
1999. I'm like, what are we doing?
I don't even know why some of those pictures were up there. Like, what does that mean? Why is her saying like her and John at the jazz game up there? Like, I don't get it.
No, it doesn't. Well, so the jazz game, I think what they're trying to do is that is how.
Oh,
remember, like season 2 was like she hooked up with someone for floor seats at the jazz game. But then Bronwyn was just like, that's not what the courtside seats look
she's like, that's not what they look like. Those are not the fold down courtside seats. So
they did look like AMC recliners that they were sitting in.
Yeah, they look gorgeous. Like, I would be like, I'd rather sit there than courtside. Courtside, I mean, with a ball.
I assume you're similar to me in that I deeply don't care about basketball, and I'm just happy to be there for vibes. But if I can have some comfort,
Right.
I'm absolutely in.
It's all fine, but yeah, I'd rather be in the AMC recliners.
Hello, yeah. So yeah, we have John and Lisa on the yacht. We have this jazz game situation, and then we just have all these lawsuits. But also on the lawsuits, everything is blurred and like there's all these like bars over all of the information that actually would mean anything.
Is essential to her point.
So it could not even be lawsuits that were real. Like they could have just been fake ones. Like
I know.
she's not helping herself. Like the more she panics about it, the more she does things like this, she's only fueling people to question it more. Like if you stop talking about something, it's more likely to just go away.
Go away.
Than if you like further fuel it. So it's just not a good look.
She really set herself up poorly for this because I agree with you. I mean, I don't believe even more all of the rest of the stuff and how she handles it. It seemed so silly and it seemed very guilty. Like, sorry, get the cops there. I don't know. I do not think it's on Jen Shaw level in any way, shape, or form.
Certainly
which is an
not.
outrageous comment from Angie, but I do love Angie.
Angie's my favorite. I absolutely love her. But yeah, it's not Jen Shaw level. Jen Shaw could have used some effort behind squashing her lawsuits.
That's also my favorite part about the housewives. It's like, why are all these housewives going to jail? Like, I love that every season or every franchise has somebody that's going to jail in some way, shape, or form. Love it. 10 out of 10.
Well, I think it's because scammers are going to scam and they'll scam their way on to a television show.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of scammers think that they think they can get away with things longer if they are just more front facing,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because they can distract from. It's like, look at
Everything
me,
else.
do all this. You like me. I can't be bad. And then they're monsters. So the girls sit down and Lisa reveals this lunch is about me. And there's something about Lisa, the way she just like does her shtick. You can feel the emotions are like here. Like her voice is warbling.
Yeah. She's not well.
She's right. She's not well. The woman is not well.
She's on her last like straw of everything in her life right now, and she's not okay.
Like she's just on the verge of a deep nervous breakdown and pointing at things being like, and then she goes, and then she says to Bronwyn, she's like, dismissed because it's none of your fucking business. This is one of her quotes. She says to Bronwyn when she's challenging her. It's like, what do you mean it's not my business? You invited me to sit in this conference room and look at dismissed written all over everything.
You've made this absolutely my business, and we didn't even ask for that.
It doesn't make any sense. It is so unbelievably confusing. And another thing, too, about her is that she digs up so much crap on these ladies. She's coming for their businesses. She's doing all those things. Yet when someone comes to her business for 2 seconds, she's like, I am a self-made woman. I work hard for this. Me. It's like, you can't do that when you come for other people's shit.
She throws really low blows and her insults or her like comebacks are insults. Like the whole redheaded thing with Whitney, and then like
So
the dick
weird.
sucking thing with like, why are we? It feels very immature and very silly.
Yeah, it's so immature, and this show is deeply immature. But somehow this is even lower than anything we've ever done before.
Yeah, this was a different. Because I think this was the biggest scream match that we've had on Salt Lake in the past 3 seasons. I mean, the most like yelling, screaming at each other. I mean, we've had big ones, but this one feels, I don't know if it's recent, but it felt big.
No, I know what you mean. It felt big and it felt real. When we get to the Whitney situation, like it feels really real. It doesn't feel like a put on fight. Like it feels like we're actually really fighting. And You know, you have to give props to Bronman, love her or hate her. Like, she's receiving all of this vitriol and she's so calm. And you know, it pisses Lisa off to no
Oh yeah.
fucking end.
Because
Just to
Lisa
see her
has no
sit there.
chill. Lisa's level 10 on everything she's going to give you, whether she likes you, whether
Yeah.
she hates you, when she's mad, when she's happy. It's going to be level 10. There's no like in between.
Yeah. No, which, guys, I've been talking mad shit about Lisa, I feel like, this whole episode, but I do want to clarify, like, she is necessary for the show. And I think
Absolutely.
we have to recognize that with all of our shows. Like, there are monsters on all these shows. There are monsters all over Bach-nation that need to continue to be on Bach-nation because it makes her good content, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you could never make me hate Lisa Barlow. She's one of my favorites ever, but she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in this fucking episode specifically, and then also in general, but sorry, love her.
Yeah. And then we have all these ancillary characters in Salt Lake City, like the people of Salt Lake City. And in this last episode, we had that crazy waiter with the big eyes that was like, and the women, and the women who were judging Heather's outfits. I don't know if you saw people going online all about the two women in that scene. Oh, I'll send it to you. It's funny.
You have to.
But in this scene, we have this poor waitress who reminded me so much. She had the energy of Ava from Big Brother this season. like
a little kooky.
A little kooky, a little nerdy, and just like, oh, what do we do with you? And she's like, hey, you know what you want to order?
This poor woman was thrown into the lion's den with raw meat surrounding her, like fresh blood on the floor, and she's supposed to go in there and be like, what can I get you to drink? What do you mean? Do not give them anything to drink.
All these ladies just took their Ozempic that morning, and none of them are going to eat any food today at this function. They're going to have a tequila soda and call it
They're going to have a
Vita margarita
espresso martini.
What was the name of the cocktail? It was like fancy free or it was like something she like
fanciful.
I'll find it while we're talking.
Something.
But she went so far as to name cocktails after people coming for her. It's like, girl, you have lost
the plot,
all sense of plot.
Yeah, she's lost the plot. But again, I will cheer Lisa on for sticking to the bit. Yes, you look way more guilty than you did before, but kudos you for standing 10 toes down with whatever bit you're trying to put on this time.
It was a fanciful tale.
Thank you. Yeah, fanciful.
Now, what kind of cocktail that was, I'm not totally sure, but it was a fanciful tale.
Well, I think it's an espresso martini with Vita. Or maybe that's what she was drinking at one point.
Do you like an espresso martini?
I love an espresso martini, but I can only drink them like before 8 p.m.
Oh, I was thinking I can only drink them before 5 p.m. I
can't. It's like the one. I'll have one of them, and it'll be like like when you sit down at dinner, I'll have like an espresso martini at the beginning of the meal just to get me going. But that's it, because people who drink them late, like I'll wake up with the shakes at like 3 a.m. with an espresso martini.
No, I know, same. I have friends that is their nightcap, and I'm like, are you crazy?
No, that's an illness. We need to their brain needs to be studied.
We need to unpack that off pod.
Yeah.
But do you like it with tequila? Was going to be my question.
I don't drink tequila.
Me neither.
Twins. I'm a vodka girl.
Me too. I'm a vodka all the way.
The smell of tequila is just ugh. And then you put it with the espresso. That's way too many
flavors, smells,
happening.
Things. Yeah. And she has an orange rind in this espresso martini too. I'm like, we've got too much going on here, guys.
We have to pick one. Do you want an Aperol spritz? Do you want what? Do you want a tequila soda or do you want an espresso martini? You can't have them all, unfortunately.
Wait, do you like a martini? Like a martini?
Love a martini.
How do you like it?
Slightly dirty. Slightly.
Okay, wow, we are the same. Do you like a blue cheese olive?
I do love a blue cheese olive, but I can't eat all of them.
You don't like that it gets murky.
Yeah, it gets.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Wow, you really are inside my head right now because I'll like I like the blue cheese olive, but sometimes it is too much. But I like the way it like looks. It feels more fancy than just a regular
agree.
olive, so I always get them, but I don't always eat them because it's a
See,
lot
that
of
is
again
weird
a lot
to
of
me.
flavor. It's a lot of flavor happening all at one time. And again, I only like my martinis slightly dirty, so it's like a little too much. I don't know. I love the taste of vodka like a psycho. I just do.
No, honestly, me too.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Sue
get
me.
teenies together.
Please, I would love it.
Same.
So the end of this whole like situation, where we really pick up speed is a couple things. One, Meredith deeply was zoned out on that camping trip and said absolutely nothing in defense of Lisa. I don't know what narrative she's got going in her head where she was like,
She was somewhere else.
but she's convinced that she was just like standing up for her girl, and sadly, the footage reveals otherwise.
She just said one thing. All she said was, "We should talk about this with Lisa," and that was it.
That was it.
That was it. We're like, okay, well, sure. I guess that was technically standing up for her, but she's trying to play it off as if she was like up to bat, and it's
I
like,
just
no,
love
babe,
that
you were in the stands.
Yeah.
With
and
a sign.
every woman was like, unfortunately, that's not what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, they honestly, Meredith, she was let again into the lion's den. She said that one thing and they go, crack. You know that sound that
Yes, yes.
that's like crack and their head like turns, like that's what happened.
Yeah, agreed. And then we have, Whitney. Whitney is, I am a Whitney head. I say this every episode. I always find a way to defend her because I like that she just stands on business, as the kids are saying now. Like,
I don't know.
I know her delivery's terrible. I don't think she is in any way like wish fulfillment of a housewife, but like I just love that she's like, Lisa, you are so hypocritical. You are coming for all of our businesses. You have us sat in this room staring at your business, but are unwilling to explain to us what is even going on. It's insane.
Yeah.
And so she starts to come for Prism and everything that was going on with Whitney's business and calls her redhead. And she thought she said redneck and she starts freaking out.
It's a lot. And I'm going back to what I said. I said that Bronwyn was like my least favorite. Whitney is my least favorite. I can stand Bronwyn way more than I can stand Whitney. Whitney makes me so mad because she has like I stand with Mary when we call Whitney a little girl. Whitney is a little girl, and the way she acts and the way she talks and how she brings up things feels so silly and immature. Everything and I don't know what it is, but everything feels very childish all the time.
Totally. I mean, I know what it is. It's her baby voice.
Well, you could be very right with that.
Like,
and how she like
when
says
I think
things.
is that you should not do that.
Yeah. She's like, Lisa. And I don't know. Yeah. I just, Whitney, and also she is, I mean, they all do this, but to me, more than anybody, she is the shit stirrer. Like, she will
totally
be like, you know what? I'm going to bring this up tonight, right here, right now. I know they all do that, but for some reason, when she does it, it feels way more diabolical.
I think I just like when a housewife shows up to work, and she shows up to work. Like Meredith doesn't show up to work, and we can be honest about that. She does not.
Meredith is dropping the beat and the ball because she is not doing enough.
No. And love her, hate her, Whitney and Bronwyn and Lisa, all of these like very polarizing characters, they show up to work.
Working. Yeah.
Working.
100%.
And Whitney leaves us with I actually laughed out loud when she said this. She gets on her feet, screams, "I'm fighting for Wild Rose Beauty."
You can't write this. Like AI could never. AI could never write this. Like, no, this is cinema.
It is, and it's crazy because like a lot of people don't know what that sentence means, but we do.
No, but we do, and that's all that matters. And I'll stand for that forever.
I know, and we get it to be continued. I don't know what's next, but something I love about this show is like we got that trailer for this season, and I feel like so many moments have already happened. And
yeah.
that means we just have such goodness coming down the pipeline for us with this
This
season
is
because
gonna be
these women
great.
just deliver on all levels.
They
This is
really
great.
do. They provide. They
They do.
provide.
In these really dark times, they're providing us with something to make us cackle,
Do you have a tagline like for yourself? Like if you had one, do you have a tagline?
I don't. Like I need to really focus in on one because I've played with some before. Like one that I played with before, but it doesn't really fit me anymore is back when
Can't
like
wait.
in COVID when I was like making a martini all the time, I was like, what if my tagline was like, I fought too hard to wait, no, what was it? I fought too hard. Oh, I fought too hard for this martini to go home sober. That was one
There
that I
we
thought
go.
that was
Great.
fun.
Love that.
I don't know, but I need to come up with some other ones. That one is technically a spin though on Taylor Armstrong and Beverly Hills. She says, I fought too hard for this zip code to go home now. I think it's something like that.
Yeah, love that. Love that.
But I don't know. What's yours? Do you have one?
Well, I just recently came up with one.
Okay, go for it.
It was actually written by like one of my friends, written as if it's like a novel. Okay. And my tagline is, I might not have a uterus, but it doesn't stop me from being mother. I had a hysterectomy earlier this year, so I no longer have a uterus. So that is my tagline, and it eats.
No, that's amazing. That is one that would be in Salt Lake City because like everyone would be like, we're talking about uteruses and the taglines, I guess. And it's like, yeah, of course we are.
course we
I can
are.
see it. I love it.
Yeah, thanks. I'm very proud of it.
Being mother is not defined by your
Having
uterus.
children.
Yeah. One without uterus can be mother to all.
Correct.
Well, Kate, thank you so much for being here. This is a blast.
So fun. I cannot wait to listen to your other recaps and continue the season.
Please.
We have martinis to get, and we can
We
talk
do.
more about, and then we'll revisit your tagline.
Yeah. We after a martini, I'll also have some more creative juices flowing. I feel like.
There we go.
Kate, tell everyone where they can follow you, listen to you, watch you, subscribe to you, all the places.
You can find me on all platforms except for Twitter because I'm banned at K York City.
That's okay. I think we can be okay with that.
Yeah, you can find me at K York City on all platforms. You can subscribe to my Substack. Everything is on my Instagram, my link in bio. So if you guys watch The Bachelor, if you are Bachelor Nation, listen to this. I am your go-to for that as well.
Yes, go check her out because I know some listeners here are listeners from the olden days of the podcast where we used to cover Bach-nation and we had to let that go. So Kay is your spot for Bachelor coverage. And a reminder, you guys, you can subscribe to the Dumpster Dive YouTube channel at youtube.com/dumpsterdivepod. Check out me at the Tom Hamlet on Instagram. And make sure to give all of the podcast, the content that you love, a comment, a 5-star review. It is the freest way to support all of the content creators out here. So make sure to do that. And we will be back next week with another episode of Salt Lake City to chat about with another fabulous guest. Kay, say bye to listeners. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.